So here's a quick update on what I've been doing lately. I haven't made a video in a while. One thing I've been doing is building this uh, solar box. There's two solar panels on the roof, obviously. Inside is a 12 volt, 280 amp hour battery that I built, and that is with a solar charge controller that charges the battery from the solar panels and an inverter connected to that, which converts the 12 volt DC into 120 volt AC. So I can, for instance, charge the batteries from my power tools, and I can charge my phone and tablet and other stuff. And hopefully, in theory, I can also charge our new plug-in hybrid. Now, two solar panels isn't going to produce enough power to actually charge the hybrid battery fully, but just getting it to charge a little would be really cool. And this whole solar panel, battery, inverter, charge controller project is practice for when I do it for real on our house. And there's a sawmill, which I sadly haven't used in a while. And over here are 10 more solar panels. I was only going to buy 2 or 4 of them, and the salesman convinced me that the shipping would be much cheaper per panel if I bought more. And he was a good salesman, and I bought more. So I've got a dozen solar panels, 2 of which I'm using right now. Over here, I don't remember if I made a video about this, but I was stacking the wood, the lumber that I milled. I was stacking there, but I've moved it over here because over there is where our septic system is going, and that's going to be going in before the end of the year. So I needed to get my stack of lumber that's drying out of the way. So that's out of the way. Over here, there used to be a big brush pile here, by the way. We rented a chipper a couple of weeks ago and chipped up that whole brush pile. And, oh, hi, Abby. And made this pile of wood chips plus spread some wood chips on the paths over by our campsite. Anyway, over here, this is roughly, our house is going to go over there. The garage is going to go back there. But first, I'm going to be building a shed, which will eventually house the batteries and the electrical power, the main panel. And that's going to go back in there. So I'm clearing out to get back there and hopefully get the cement piers in for that before winter, so I can work on that over the winter. That's the plan. So I've been cutting down trees like this one here and this one here and that one there and this one up here. Oops, that one didn't work well. There's another one back there that also got snagged, so not thrilled about that. That birch there that's slanting up to the right, this one here, I may just wait for the wind to blow that down. This bigger pine here, yeah, that one there, is actually caught on a fairly big branch on this maple tree, and that's not going to blow down. So I'm going to have to cut down this tree here in order to get that tree to come down, and that's pretty sketchy. So I need to cut down all the trees around it. I need to make sure I have a clear escape route while I'm cutting it, and that's going to be exciting. So I'm not going to do that this afternoon. I may do it tomorrow morning, or I may wait till the next time I'm up here. The thing is, I don't know if you can see this, but it's getting windy. So I've stopped cutting now because trees are just blowing around a little bit. And unfortunately, the wind is not coming from the north, which would be helpful. It's coming from the southeast, which is basically the opposite of what I want. So I'm done cutting for today, but I have got a lot down. I'll probably continue limbing these logs that I've cut down and drag these out of here. This one that's on the ground here definitely is a timber in there for the shed or for the garage. And that big one there that's still leaning is another, there's a couple of timbers in there. So I'm looking forward to that. And while I've been in here clearing, I found several more pine trees that, for instance, there's this big tall one right here that is going to come down. I mean, there's going to be a garage there soon. Well, not soon. There's going to be a garage there eventually. But there's a lot of lumber in there. That's a great tree. This maple here that's holding up the leaner is another maple that will produce some lumber that I will hopefully be able to use for furniture or cabinetry or some other good stuff. But there's definitely some good hardwood there. I've also cut down a couple oak trees that will produce some good lumber for furniture and cabinet making. So looking forward to that.